Welcome to the Product Business Podcast. This is your number one podcast for the tips, actions, and insights to make more money from your products while enjoying your life. I'm your host, Amy Winslow. Let's dive right in. Everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Product Business Podcast. When you are creating a product or you have a new service or an existing business, there are a few things that really lift the user adoption or how quickly people actually buy your stuff, okay? So first off, it was Tuesday of this week that I was talking to our mastermind group. It's a group that is specifically for product business owners because frankly, we all have different concerns than a regular service business would. And typically when you go to a meetup group or a business networking group, or you start working with some kind of business coach, they don't really understand what to do with you as a product business. And so we specialize in working specifically with product businesses. And our mastermind group, that's all that's in it. So on Tuesday, I was doing a call with the group and we were discussing Facebook ad campaigns. We were going through the analytics and the numbers of a couple tests that we've run. And I was explaining this one factor in there about how our sales were going so well and what was missing in the next phase and what we would be testing next. So it became really, really clear how much this group trusts us because they started pouring in all these ideas. And one of the group members, Donna Cooper, who's amazing, said to me that she has tried to recommend us to other people, but some other product business owners have not had great experiences and they don't even want to talk to somebody that they perceive as a consultant and they don't want to talk about it because they don't trust it, right? And she said, it's so amazing because you are so not like those other businesses. You actually do the work, you do what you say, and this group is really good, basically was what she was saying. And when you are creating a product, you have a similar problem when you are first putting it out in the world. And that is people don't know the product, they don't know if they like it, and they don't trust everything you're saying. So the ways that you influence that are through something called your branding. And there's different elements that you use in your branding. So for the next 2 episodes after this one, I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive into branding with you. The other piece that transmits the know, like, and trust factor are things like your product reviews. The reason that product reviews work so well is because they are from supposedly impartial people, and the person who's leaving the review inspires an action in the person reading the review. There is kind of they can see themselves in the person who left the review, right? And when I was working with a client yesterday about her fertility device, and it's a ovulation microscope, which is really, really cool. And it helps predict fertility very accurately, completely naturally, in about 2 minutes. And it's way cleaner than all the traditional ovulation test kits. So really great product. One of the things about this that really struck me when we were looking at the website is that the message points around trying to conceive or natural birth control are 2 very different audiences. And if the messaging on the sales page was about the fertility, trying to conceive space, and someone went there that's looking for natural birth control, then there's the mismatch, right? And they start to think that the product's not for them, and they may not like it, and they probably would still trust it if it was accurate, but it's a harder interpretation. So you have to think this through. The know, like, and trust factor is really big with your products, and branding is part of how you become trustable. This also came through this morning when I was on a call with someone who just became a client of ours. He actually just joined the mastermind group. And I'm so excited he did that because the reason that he has been talking to us over the past, I think it's almost 2 years now, and continues to stay in the conversation and decided ultimately to join us, is that he trusts us, right? He knows that I'm going to tell him what I truly see. And I don't make recommendations just to try and slam a sale, right? And these are his words, basically, that he said the reason that he's been in conversation with us and that he enjoys the conversation, he always gets something out of it, is because he trusts me. So that is like gold in your business. And I want you to understand that that is like gold in your product too. That's how you get people from not knowing you to knowing you and doing business with you to referring you and your product over to other people. That is how you convert people from new client to raving fan, is with that trust, by being a person and a business of integrity. So I just wanted to really point that out. Now, stay tuned for the next 2 episodes because I will be talking specifically about branding. And if you would like to apply to join the mastermind group, it is specifically for product businesses. That is all we deal with in the group. And it's a small group size, only 20 people. So it's very hands-on and very focused on the goal for the next 90 days for your project. Everybody has their own goal in there, but it's for your project. And I would love to have you apply to join the group. There is a fee for it, and to celebrate the new book launch, our Turn Products into Profits book just came out. For anyone who downloads the book and joins the mastermind, we are going to pay $500 of the enrollment fee for the mastermind group for you. And it would be my honor to have you in the group. You can find it through the link that's in the description of this podcast and on our website as well. So look for the link. It's turnproductsintoprofits.com for a free digital copy of the book. And the mastermind group is at productstoprofits.com/mastermind. Thank you, everyone. We will see you on the next 2 episodes. Let's talk about your branding and how the heck you do it better. You have just listened to the Product Business Podcast with me, your host, Amy Wenslow. Subscribe, review, and share our podcast on Apple iTunes, Podcasts, or Google Play. Until next time.